Playing Swordsman VR, I got an idea. As a fan of Star Wars and the characters and all that, I read a lot about the characters and other things. I have also bought a collection, or a small collection of 2 books, Book of Sith and the Jedi Path. Can't remember the name actually. Anyway, in the Jedi book, they talk about the styles of lightsaber combat. Well, some of them, the ones that are the Jedi can study if they want. But one style that I really like is the style that Count Dooku uses. It's mainly Form 2, Makashi, or however you pronounce that. The contention form, or the way of Yusalamiri, or Yusalamairi, however you pronounce that creature. I know the creature, but I don't know exactly how to pronounce it correctly. Anyway, that style is heavily focused on a one-handed combat. So, yes, this is just a prop sword, it's not very sharp. Looks good on the wall though. And that style is one-handed mainly, and a lot of stabbing, and it's mainly a dueling form, is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of stabbing and going for the weak points of an enemy. So I was thinking, I'm gonna use this in Swordsman VR to see how well that works. So I'm gonna be using a light sword, and when I say light sword I mean a sword that's not heavy. Yeah. And also some kind of light armor that gives me movement. I don't want any heavy armor that will slow me down. I want light armor that will give me room to move. So I will be using that and see how well that works in this simulation game, I should say. I also have a review up for the Swordsman VR game in, well, maybe a day or 2 after this one. And let's just say that I'm happy with the game, but I also have my reservations about it. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the developer will do with the game in the future. But for now, I will be doing it with one hand against, well, 1 to 3 opponents, depending on how many spawns. And we'll see how well I do. Because the game is not that hard, but it's not 100% easy, especially with using only one sword. And of course, I won't be using any of the boss swords, because that would be cheating. Because they have higher damage, and they also have their special ability. So I will be using a katana, because it's a light weapon, and it has fairly long reach and good stabbing with it. And let's see, I won't be using anything that makes... I won't be using like the chronokinesis, the thing that slows down time in the game as well. Because I don't want to slow down time, I want to have a real experience. Well, as real as the game can give me. So yeah, that's it. Now, let's get on to the dueling. Hello and welcome to Swordsman VR. Now, let's see if I can do the thing I'm setting out to do. The Dooku style, or Form 2, Makashi, in the Star Wars lore. I think it's still canon at least. Welcome to Swordsman VR! Let's see if I can do this like I said I would, because I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna show you here that in my right hand I have a katana, left hand nothing. And I'm also using the first armor you get and the first helmet you get, just because they gave you excellent movement speed. So I want light armor because that is what the technique or form relies on. I also have my strength full, gives more damage and handling, and agility, which is movement speed. Intelligence increases the amount of skill points I get from each battle. And I'm using that because I want the 10,000 total skill points. Accumulated, I mean. Because there's a trophy for that. And that's the last trophy I need. And with my gold I can't respec now, so it doesn't really matter. Now, we're gonna go for 10 waves, I think, because it's a fine round number, and I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. If it goes quickly, I might increase that. Go for arena and all enemy types, just because of the variety. And there you have my character, and he's ready, so that means I must be ready too. Now, as I said, one-handed, and I will be standing with my feet perpendicular to one another in a line, so that it mimics the stance of the form more accurately. And I will be trying to go for the face most often, because that is one of the weak spots, of course. So let's see how this goes. Or throat, in this case, I guess. As you can see, they do try to always launch forward, and that creates a few problems. Now, I have experienced some more bugs than just the launching forward problem, but so far it seems to be going rather smoothly, I would say. Now, movement in this game is more sometimes I press the wrong button, even though I want to... If I want to go backwards, I sometimes press forward. Let's try that again. 10 waves, here we go. There we go. Going for the openings. Now, the physics are quite nice, still. Like there, they launch forward and then you can't block them because they're basically inside you. I could have sworn I hit him there. Quick, merciless slashes. Now, I'm very sure that Shadiversity, the YouTube channel, would not approve of this sword fighting game. Well, at least not the AI's style of combat. Mostly because it's not very accurate, but also because they leave themselves open very much. But since this is not a one-hit kill, it's, well, I guess half forgiven at least. But only just. Good to know that that doesn't work, at least. And I'm pretty sure Shadowverse wouldn't really go for my kind of way either. Mainly because the katana is a two-handed sword. Whew. Huh. That was a bit quicker than I thought, but I did die once, so that's too bad, but well, at least it worked. Not sure how precise I was to the style, but I like it. But I do need to train a bit more. Takes quite a toll on the shoulder, honestly. Now, let's see here. I got a whole 7 hours, 11 minutes, and only 5,426 points left for... Jesus Christ! I got more points to fill up than I have played already, so this is gonna be about, what, 12 hours? Then I have the... oh god. Okay, so that's a big minus on the review later on, but oh, fine. Still like the game though. Challenging bosses. Well, after you got the first boss sword, it becomes a bit easier, but the last boss is still a quite the guy thing. Anyway, that's it for this Dooku style or Star Wars Form 2 Makashi form weapon lightsaber style combat video. Kinda lost myself there and thought. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye.